Okay. Good morning. I had this reading that I wanted to offer for our practice this morning, and I just want to start with it. So, beginning just in maybe a seated meditation, and then we'll shift into a belly down shavasana from there. But go ahead and find a seat right away and just allow your eyes to close. Take a moment to adjust until you feel comfortable and supported. Maybe closing down your eyes. And this little reading is from a book called Things That Join the Sea in the Sky, Field Notes on Living by Mark Nepo. And this reading is called Right-Sizing Our Pain. It says, so human to distort or inflate whatever we go through, especially when in pain. And under the thumb of cancer, when everything was alarming and unpredictable, it was easy for me to see the world as alarming and unpredictable. But in moments of grace, which I had no control over, I was humbled to discover that life was still safe and trustworthy, regardless of what I was going through. In time, this was a comfort and a resource, and so I was challenged to right-size my pain, not to inflate it or to minimize it, but to let it be exactly what it was, a transforming tight space to live through in a vast and expansive universe. By our nature, we expand and contract. As I write this, my lungs are expanding and contracting. My eyes are dilating and constricting. And by its nature, pain constricts and love expands. Understandably, we all want to run from our pain. And when we can't, we fear we will disintegrate. So an essential and personal spiritual practice is to continually right-size our pain to exactly the shape and press of what it is. No more, no less. No one asks for pain, yet like the rhythm of our lungs, which helps us breathe, and the rhythm of our eyes, which help us to see. The rhythm of our pain, when faced, helps us to be. So taking a deep breath in, just feel the expansion of your lungs, that fullness of your breath as it fills your body. And as you exhale, feel that contraction, the release, letting go. Life is constantly expanding and contracting. There's this constant ebb and flow, a pulse. And part of our practice is to meet ourselves and meet our emotions, our experiences, our feelings, exactly where they're at. To acknowledge them, but not to get caught up in or disregard. And so as you take this moment just to kind of check in, body and breath, heart and mind. Just notice what has shown up with you this morning to your practice. And can you meet it exactly there? Can you meet yourself where you're at? Not needing to add a story to anything, or to pretend or disregard anything. Just showing up to our mats as we are, and embracing each moment of practice as it is. Taking a nice deep breath in, fill your lungs up again. An open mouth exhale to release. From here, as we shift into our Ujjayi breath, we're just going to slowly and gently find our way into a belly down shavasana. So adjusting yourself to the earth. Maybe stack your hands underneath your forehead. Take a moment to sink and settle in, and then find just 3 really mindful breaths down into the space of your belly. And as you breathe down into your belly, again using the connection between your body and the earth as a tool to really feel the expansion and contraction of your breath. To feel the life that is moving through your body this morning, today. And again, just to meet yourself exactly where you're at each moment as we go. From our belly down Shavasana, we're going to slide our right knee out to the right into a belly down frog, so a half frog. So you're just creating a 90-degree angle from your right hip to your right knee to your right ankle. Just take a breath here, allowing that opening through the space of your right hip. And then pressing the earth away just a little bit to lift your chest. You're going to thread your left arm underneath you, like a thread the needle. Go ahead and rest your forehead back to the back of your right hand for a moment. You're going to have your left palm flipped open to the sky and just gently root down through the back of your left arm. At first, squaring your heart down to the earth, down towards your left bicep. And then from here, we're going to let our right knee kind of slide with us. Left arm's going to stay as it is. Start to roll your heart open to the sky. So you're kind of rolling open towards like a supine twist. And your right shoulder can just float in space. Just noticing this sensation of rotation. And if it maybe lands a little bit different in your body, then we take a supine twist from the back body facing up to the sky. So this different entrance into a familiar shape. Send one big breath down into the back of your heart. And as you exhale, letting your right knee slide with you, just return to that belly down half frog. So right knee slides wide again. Stack your hands underneath your forehead. Bend your left heel towards your seat. And then reach back with your right hand to catch your left foot for a quad stretch. As you pull your left heel into your body, find a tuck of your tailbone to emphasize that quad stretch through your left thigh. And send just one deep breath down into your left quad. And from here, start to release your left leg long, no rush, so just after a breath or so, as you feel complete, left leg releases long, and slide your right leg long as well. And just moving into second side, we're going to slide our left knee wide into that belly down half frog. Allow your left thigh bone to be heavy, left knee heavy as you take one breath. And then we're going to thread a right arm underneath us, like a thread the needle, right palm flips open to the sky. And just squaring off down to the earth. You can rest your forehead to the back of your left hand. As you rotate your heart square towards your right bicep, and gently root into the outside of your right arm and take one breath. And just like we did on the first side, left knee can slide with you. You're going to start to peel your heart open towards the sky into your supine twist, maybe allowing left shoulder just to float in space. Left knee might stay anchored to the earth. And get this different approach to our supine twist. Maybe moves the rotation, the sensation a little bit further up the spine or just to a different area. Just noticing and observing that sensation as you take one slow breath here. Your left knee slide to the left again as you return towards that belly down half frog. And bend your right heel towards your seat, reaching back to catch your right foot with your left hand and then resting back to the earth. And find the tuck of your tailbone, the tuck of your pelvis, to add resistance to create a big stretch through your right quad, your right thigh. Be squeezing your right glute into engagement to again emphasize the opening to the front of your right hip. Just one more breath in. And as you exhale, or when you're ready, no rush at all, you're going to release your right leg long. Send your left leg long to meet it. And then slowly press back into a child's pose. Let your knees go wide, send your hips to your heels. Take a big breath at center as you lengthen from your fingertips to your sitting bones. And then as you exhale, walk your hands over to the right for a side body stretch. You're going to press firm through your left palm. And as you take a big breath down into your left side body, with exhale, can you feel your left hip reach a little bit further back and down towards your left heel? And just follow an inhale to walk your hands to center and over to the opposite side. As you exhale, hands wander to the left, root down through your right palm. Press a big breath into your right side body. And exhale, feel your right hip sink and settle back towards your right heel. I will walk our hands forward once again, deep breath in. And start to shift into a forearm tabletop. So keep your elbows anchored to the earth. As you shift your shoulders over your elbows, just adjust your knees to stack beneath your hips. So just like your tabletop, but you're down on your forearms. As you inhale, finding cow pose, lift your heart and tailbone, pushing the earth away. With an open mouth exhale, find cat spine. Tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone, crunch and curl. And then we'll take that twice more. Inhale to cow. So just exploring this different variation of spinal movement. Exhale, cat. And then last time here, inhale, cow spine. Maybe an open mouth exhale as you return to your cat spine. And taking a breath in, begin to find your way to neutral. On your exhale, begin to tuck your toes and find downward facing dog, pressing through a tabletop and then up and back into your downward facing dog. And a slow pedal through your feet. And then try to release and relax the weight of your skull as completely as you can. After giving a pedal to your downward facing dog, follow your breath up to the top of your yoga mat into your forward fold. Invite your knees to soften. Again, let your head be really heavy towards the earth. And then take a breath to shift forwards and backwards across the soles of your feet. From here, we'll keep the bend in our knees, but inhale to a halfway lift, prioritizing our spinal length. Shoulders draw out of ears for that long line of energy from crown to tailbone. And then exhale, forward fold, let it go. With soft knees, heavy head and arms, start to roll up to standing. Tailbone drops to the earth, back of the heart leads the way. And as you find yourself at the top, take a big elbow circle into goddess arms and feel your shoulder blades press your heart forward and up towards the sky. With an inhale, reach your hands up high again, Urdhva Hastasana. And then exhale to forward fold, soften your knees and tip down to the earth. We'll inhale to our halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana, deep breath to extend. And then exhale to step into your high plank position. And then give yourself a full cycle of breath just to kind of set up your plank. So feel the engagement of your quads and your glutes. Big push into your hands to encourage your front ribs up and in. Navel to spine connection, supporting your low back. And then use an in-breath to slide forward to your tippy toes. And keeping that strength through your whole body, slowly lower to the earth. Elbows sliding straight back to descend in one steady line. And once you arrive, begin to untuck your toes. A strong lower body to press the tops of your feet into the earth, and then inhale to your low cobra, peel your heart up. Now staying lifted in your low cobra, and just so you have neutral in your neck, long through the front, back, and sides of your neck. Use a breath in to maybe lift a little bit higher, but also to lengthen crown of the head forward and push elbows back. And keeping that length from crown to elbows, as you exhale, can you hug your elbows towards the midline of your body a little bit? Feeling the energy, the engagement around your armpits. Take one more breath in. And exhale, let it go. Inhaling to your upward facing dog or returning to cobra. Right, super powerful through your legs. Push into your arms to lift and hover your thighs. And as you push into your arms, feel that continuation of energy travel through the crown of your head. And then reach length back through your toes. Getting longer from crown to toes for one more big breath in. We'll meet in downward facing dog with exhale. So taking the journey that feels good to you. Eventually downward facing dog. With an inhale, start to lift your right leg to the sky, finding your three-legged dog. Then as you breathe out, bend your knee and open your hip. Right, see how it feels to let your heart kind of twist open to the right side of the room. Really reach your right foot to the left side of the room. And see how it feels to square your shoulders down to the earth. So two just different ways to be in this scorpion tail dog. Take an inhale, re-extend your right leg, three-legged dog. And exhale to step into a lizard lunge. Right foot's going to the outside of your right hand. Lower your left knee down to the earth. With a breath in, reach your right hand forward to the front of the room. And then use your exhale to swim into your twist. Right hand sweeps back. An option to find your quad stretch here, so bending left heel towards your seat. Maybe right hand catches left foot. So similar but different to what we were exploring on our bellies. Maybe finding that this more active variation also results in a little bit more sensation. You engage your left glute and then find a big twist of your heart open towards the sky. Take one more big breath in. And then on exhale, go ahead and release into your lizard. Your right hand returns to the inside of your right foot. Tuck your back toes and lift your back knee. We're going to step back into a downward facing dog. So using your core, just place your right foot to meet your left. And with an inhale, heels lift high. As you exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Step, hop, or tiptoe to the top, forward fold. We'll breathe into a halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. And then exhale, forward fold, release. Rising to stand, perhaps you circle sweep this time. Big breath in as you reach tall. At the top, right hand catches your left wrist. Take a side body stretch over to your right. And continue to lean to your right, bend your knees, and slowly start to melt down towards a forward fold. So dripping to the right, and then down to center into your forward fold. Halfway lift is your inhale. And then exhale to rediscover high plank. Root your hands and step your feet back. From our high plank, we'll take an in-breath to slide forward to tippy toes. Knees up or down. This time we exhale through chaturanga, so lowering halfway or all the way. Follow your inhale to up dog or cobra. Collarbones wide, crown of the head actively stretches to the sky. And then downward facing dog, hips go up and back. Once you find your downward facing dog, an inhale lifts your left leg to the ceiling, three-legged. Exhale to bend your knee, open your hip, and allow your heart to twist towards the left side of the room a little bit. And then keeping the scorpion tail, see how it feels to square your shoulders off down to the earth. Breathe into your three-legged dog, left leg lengthens. And exhale to your lizard lunge, a slow, intentional step of your left foot to the outside of left hand. Releasing your right knee to the earth. Take a big breath in to stretch your left hand forward to the front of the room. Follow your exhale to find your twist. Swim open. As you find that backstroke into your twist, maybe add in your quad stretch. So as you pull your right heel in, activating your right glute. You feel a stretch through the front of your right hip, and then twist your heart open towards the ceiling. Maybe feel your shoulder blades pressing your heart forward, drawing energy out of your low back for one more breath. And start to release and return to your lifted lizard. Left hand to inner left foot. Back toes tuck, back knee lifts. Downward facing dog. How quietly can you pluck your left foot up off the earth using your strong body and step your left foot back? With an inhale, heels rise high. Exhale, bend your knees, and then step or hop to the top, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale to create your halfway lift. And exhale to release. Rising to stand whatever way you'd like. Urdhva Hastasana, hands reach up high. And then left hand's going to catch your right wrist. Take a side bend to the left side of the room. Maintaining that side bend, begin to soften your knees. And then slowly trickle down to the left. And eventually into your forward fold. At center at the bottom, inhale to a halfway lift. As you exhale, bend your knees and fold a little deeper. You're going to place your left hand to the earth or to a yoga block beneath your face. We're going to start to bend our left knee a lot and peel open to the right. So starting to twist to the right side of the room, reach your right hand high. Maybe find length through your right leg. Use your left hand as leverage to find that deeper twist of sternum to the ceiling. Big breath. And then to release, bend both of your knees and soften through center. Switching sides, the right hand goes to the earth or to your yoga block beneath your face. Bending into your right knee, begin to peel open to the left. So left leg starts to move towards extension. Left hand reaches up high. And turn your sternum to the ceiling, pressing the back of your left hand to the wall behind your heart for a breath. And then bend both your knees and forward fold. We inhale to our halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. And as you exhale, stepping back either through a chaturanga or directly to downward facing dog. And using full inhales and complete exhales to travel you back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Whenever you arrive into your downward facing dog again, take a deep breath through your nose. And an open mouth exhale, let it go. And from here, we'll inhale right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale to bend your knee and open your hip. Take a nice big breath in. Right knee to your left tricep, shift forward and twist just for an exhale out. Three-legged dog, inhale, right leg lifts. Lizard lunge, as you exhale, step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. This time, keeping your back knee lifted off the ground. We're going to be taking this into a wild thing. So your right knee is going to stay bent, your left leg is going to stay long and strong. Think about going to a side plank as you push the earth away. Pick your right foot up, step it up and over into wild thing. As your right tippy toes arrive to the earth, push the earth away to lift your hips, your heart. Reach your right hand overhead towards the front of the room. And three-legged dogs are to look down to the earth. Return your right hand to your yoga mat and take a big breath in as you reach your right leg to the sky. On your exhale, step your right foot forward in between your hands. Then rising either to fingertips or to yoga blocks, we'll catch our breath with a cow lunge. Left knee is going to come to a hover. Take an inhale as you squeeze your left glute, activate your inner thighs. And on your exhale, just slowly start to lengthen through both of your legs, diving your head down to your right shin bone. And from here, we'll start to bend into our front right knee and slowly shift into a gentle standing split. So right knee can be bent any amount. Push through your right foot to sweep your left toes to the sky. Take a moment to point and then flex your left foot, and then just choose the one that feels good for this moment. See how it feels to square your left hip down to the earth, so your left knee, your left hip bone all rotate down to the ground. And see how it feels to move from the strength of your outer left glute to open your left hip towards the left side of the room, finding external rotation. Take a nice big breath in. On exhale, making sure to bend both of your knees, use your core to support you, and find your forward fold. Left foot meets your right. Inhale to a halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Take a big breath in, rising up to Urdhva Hastasana, maybe circle sweeping, hands find the sky. At the top, as you exhale, your left hand's going to grab your right wrist, take a side bend to the left side of the room. So your left hand is grabbing your right wrist and drawing you up and over to the left. We're going to bend both of our knees a little bit again, just to kind of give some wiggle room to the body. Right foot is going to step behind you into a curtsy. So as you pick your right foot up and step it back, the curtsy is yours to customize. So you can have a shorter stance, you can have a long stance. Your back leg can be long or your back knee can be bent. And then just take a breath as you lean over to the left. On your breath out, you're going to start to bring your torso upright, hands to heart center. Lean forward over your left foot so your right foot is able to move. Focusing your gaze out in front of you, slowly rise into a tree pose. Bring your right foot to your inner left calf, Vrikshasana. Take one breath in. And one exhale. From here, we're going to flex our right foot. Think about lifting your right knee to the sides here in this standing froggy shape. So like the shape that we took from our bellies at the beginning of practice. Then a little bend in your left knee. Think airplane through your torso. Think half moon through your right leg. So as you tip your heart forward, you're going to start to slide your right leg back, hip open. So you press through your right heel. Feeling your outer right glute fire on, we slowly step into a warrior two. Let your right foot arrive to the earth. Adjust your right foot if you need to and spread your wings out wide. From here, big breath in to reverse your warrior. Sweep your left hand up and back. And staying here as you exhale, start to reach your right hand up to left wrist. Think about drawing length through your body first. So think pull your ribcage away from your pelvis. Earthy through your hips. And then from here, you can stay in this variation with your upper body, or slide your right hand down towards your left elbow, and then left hand catches right elbow. Scoot your elbows back in space, chin off chest. Again, maybe you pull a little more emphasis into that side body stretch. Full breath in. On exhale, we're going to tip forward and find our way into side angle. Split your arms. Left elbow can either press into left thigh. You can bring your left arm on the inside of your left leg. Good. Now feel that long line of energy from crown to right heel. Keeping your torso at the diagonal, start to reach your right hand towards the back of the room, across the horizon line. Take a big breath in, and use your exhale to press through your feet and engage your core. Reach your left hand forward across the horizon line. Look towards the front of the room, so kind of out in front of your yoga mat. We're going to spin into a high crescent lunge. So start to turn onto your right tippy toes. Really let up your inner thighs because your feet will be a little narrow. And then sweep both hands to the sky, high crescent. Really active inner thighs and glutes. Take a breath in. On your exhale, bring your hands down to the earth to frame your left foot. From here, three-legged dog. Inhale, left leg lifts up high. In your exhale, bend your knee and open your hip. Take a nice big breath in. Left knee, right tricep, shift forward and twist. Three-legged dog. Follow your inhale to lengthen your left leg up to the sky. And then lifted lizard lunge. Exhale to land left foot to the outside of your left hand. Super strong through your right quad. Big push into your hands. So as we go to our wild thing, remember your left knee is going to stay bent and your right leg is going to stay long. Begin to push into the earth, pulling your front body up and in. Think about going up and over like you're going through a side plank. Land your left tippy toes to the earth. Open your heart to the sky. Reach your left hand up and over to the front of the room. Big breath in. Exhale starts your journey back towards a three-legged dog. Go ahead and land your left hand to the top. Use an inhale to help you lift your left leg to the sky. Exhale, step your left foot forward between your hands. Do you find your low lunge or become to fingertips? Cow lunge, sink your right knee towards a hover. Activate your right glute and hug through your inner thighs like you have a block between them. Taking a deep breath in, prepare. Exhale, hamstring stretch, cat lunge, lengthen your legs and dive forward. From here, we'll take this hamstring stretch into our standing split. So bend into your left knee. With as little momentum as possible, we're going to push our left foot down into the earth to send the right leg towards the sky. Try to let your head relax heavy. Remember, any degree of bend through your standing leg is okay. Point your right toes and then flex your right foot. And then choose the one that feels good for today. Start with a square right hip and see how that sensation feels to the back of your left leg. And then when you're ready to open your right hip, think about squeezing from your outer right glute, your glute med to lift your right leg high. Nice big breath in. And exhale, make sure you bend both knees and you're using a really strong core connection to step into your forward fold. Right foot meets your left. At the bottom, breathe into a halfway lift, just finding a moment of reset. And exhale, forward fold, let it go. You rise to stand, inhaling to lift all the way up. On exhale, right hand will grab left wrist. Lean to your right side body stretch. Now, maintaining that side body stretch, start to soften your knees. Your right foot is going to stay rooted. And then pick your left foot up and step it back into, again, any variation of a curtsy. You can always experiment and explore with where you want your left foot planted. Again, back leg can be extended, back knee can be bent. It's up to you. Take a breath in as you lean to your right. On exhale, start to bring your torso upright, hands to heart. You're going to lean forward over your right foot. Now, as you shift your weight and energy into right foot, once your left foot is light and ready to move, super slow press into your tree pose. Left foot coming to inner right calf. Drawing up and in through your pelvic floor. Feel that translate to a little boost of the crown of your head to the sky. Take an inhale and an exhale. And from here, you're going to flex your left foot, start to froggy your left leg to the left. So your hip flexor will light on a little bit. And as that catch your hip flexor and left outer seat starts to feel nice and steady, you're going to bend into your right knee. Airplaning your torso, half moon your left leg back behind you. Super strong through your core. And then step into your warrior two. Left foot lands. Adjust, and spread through your wings. Breathe into your reverse warrior. Reach your right hand up and back. And your breath out, swim your left hand up to catch your right wrist. Just like before, first think inhale, lengthen out of your hips, out of your pelvis, and then exhale to your side bend. If you want to, you can slide your left hand down to your right elbow And then right hand can catch left elbow. Think about forearms moving back in space, chin off chest. And then use your left fingertips to draw more length into your right side body for a breath. This then takes us into our side angle pose. Starting just with our regular side angle pose, elbow to thigh, or arm on the inside of your leg. And start to notice how you have this diagonal of energy from crown to left heel. Gently encourage your hips underneath you as you pull your front ribs in. Shoulders come in line with your pelvis. And then send your left hand to the horizon line, reaching towards the back of the room. Engage your core. You might lift your heart a little bit as you reach your right hand forward. Look to the earth out in front of your yoga mat. Super slow and strong. Spinning into a high crescent lunge, really light up through your inner thighs as both hands sweep up to the sky. You're just here for an inhale. And then as you exhale, hands to the earth. Step back into your downward facing dog. From your down dog, inhale, heels high. And exhale, press your heels low towards the earth. Taking a moment in your child's pose or just a seat with your eyes closed. Find 3 slow cycles of breath. Right, emphasizing a slower and steadier exhale with each cycle. So we're going to take that layer that we just explored and we're going to do it once more each side with a couple opportunities to add something in or take something different. Just continually having a conversation with you about what your body is needing and where you're at each moment as we go. So feel free to customize as much as you'd like. Okay, let's take a cleansing breath before we begin our journey. So a deep inhale in. And open mouth exhale out. A downward facing dog. Shifting forward, tuck your toes and lift your hips up and back. From your downward facing dog, use an inhale to reach your right leg to the sky. An exhale, right knee to left tricep, shift forward and twist. 3-legged dog, take a big breath in, reaching right leg up again. Lizard lunge, place your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Back knee stays lifted, back thigh strong. Just like before, we're going to step into our wild thing. So push into the earth with your hands, push down with your left toes, hips high. And then use your core to pick your right foot up and flip over into wild thing. So your right tippy toes find the earth. Take a big breath in, reaching up and overhead. Now start to look towards the top of your yoga mat. We're going to meet in a low lunge. You can take the journey that we did before, moving through your 3-legged dog, right leg to the sky first. Or think side plank, look forward. If you pull your right knee towards your heart, reach your right hand towards the back of the room as counterbalance. Then step your right foot forward to the front. Maybe help your foot there. Rising to your fingertips. Cow lunge, left knee hovers, big breath in. And cat lunge, exhale to your hamstring stretch. As you bend into your front knee again. Standing splits, inhale your left leg to the sky. With exhale, Shiva squat, bending through your knees. Feel your right shin bone, right knee shift energetically back in space. Hips get low, light through our hands. And then inhale, standing splits, extend. Twice more, exhale, Shiva squat if you'd like. And then root down through your right heel, breathe into your standing splits. And one more time, exhale, Shiva squat. And then inhale, standing splits. With your breath out, bend both your knees. Place your left foot to the earth for your forward fold. With both knees soft, just melt to your thighs. Inhale to lift up halfway. And exhale, release, forward fold. Rise to stand with your inhale, whatever way you'd like, meeting in Urdhva Hastasana, hands to the sky. On your exhale, left hand grabs your right wrist to go lean to your left side, body stretch. Soften through your knees. Your left foot is going to stay where it's at. Picking your right foot up, take a step into any variation of a curtsy lunge. Breathe over to the left side of the room. With your exhale, begin to lean your torso over your left leg and bring hands to heart. You can return to tree pose like before. Otherwise, as we shift forward, we're going to take this into our figure four. So right ankle will stack on top of your left thigh. Then sink your hips back and down. And take a slow breath in. And a slow exhale. Inhaling to your standing frog, right knee goes to the right to open your hip. On your exhale, bend into your knee, your left knee rather, and think airplane upper body, half moon lower body as you slowly reach back, eventually landing into your warrior two, just like before. And we'll inhale to reverse our warrior, left hand sends up high. And exhale, side angle. Good. Pausing here with a breath in, extend your side angle. First, reach your right hand overhead towards the front of the room. And then as you breathe out, using your core, send your arms across the horizon line. So you might lift up a little bit, chest up a little bit, but you're reaching just at the diagonal. Look to the earth out in front of your yoga mat. This time we're going to go to our reaching crescent. So as you rotate onto your right tippy toes, just reach both hands overhead the diagonal. Big line of energy from fingertips to right heel. Take a breath in, squaring your hips. Exhale, hands to the earth. Three-legged dog. Inhale your left leg to the sky. And exhale, left knee, right tricep, shift forward and twist. And we're on second side. Find your three-legged dog. As you inhale, left leg lifts tall again. Lizard lunge with your exhale. Step your left foot to the outside of left hand. Now make sure to use the power of your right leg, your right quad to help in this transition. Big push into your strong arms. We're going to our wild thing. Pick your left foot up, step up and over into wild thing. All right. Blossom your heart open to the sky. Take a breath in. And exhale, start to look towards the top of your yoga mat. Remember, our destination is a low lunge. You can send your left leg up and back through a three-legged dog first, or begin to look forward. As you start to lift your left knee up, think side plank. Left knee's coming to your chest, left hand reaches to the back of the room as counterbalance. Then take that big step forward with your left foot. From however you got there, left foot is forward, low lunge. Find your fingertips and cow lunge. Right knee hovers. Take a big breath in. On your exhale, one-time cat lunge. Lengthen your legs and dive down. Transferring forward into your left foot, bend into your left knee. Standing splits, right toes reach to the sky. Take a nice deep breath. With your exhale, perhaps you find your Shiva squat, bending through your knees. Think about shifting left knee, left shin bone back in space as your booty gets low. Pushing through left heel, inhale, standing splits. And then twice more if you'd like. Exhale, Shiva squat. Good. Inhale, root to reach, standing splits. And last one, exhale, Shiva squat. Follow your breath in to reach your right leg high one more time. And then super mindfully into our forward fold, bending both of our knees. Super strong core as we step right foot to the earth. Soften down just for a moment. Use an inhale to lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Inhale all the way to stand, Urdhva Hastasana, hands to the sky. Here we go. Exhale, right hand grabs left wrist, lean to your right side body stretch. Finding softness through your knees to help with stability. Right foot stays, begin to step your left foot back into your curtsy. Take a moment to breathe into it. And your exhale beginning to shift forward, hands to heart center. Super slow and controlled, we press through right foot. You're going either to your figure four or your tree pose. Maybe left ankle stacks on right thigh, or perhaps your left foot comes to your inner right leg. Just take one breath in and one breath out. Standing froggy, inhale, rise up, left knee's going wide to the left. On your exhale, find some softness to your standing right leg. Maybe relax your right toes. Again, we're going to airplane our upper body, half moon our lower body. And a slow giant step towards warrior two. So we're just slowing down this transition. As you arrive to your warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2, big breath in to reverse, swim your right hand up and back. Exhale, side angle, dance it forward. And with your breath in, extend your side angle, left hand goes overhead to the front of the room first. On your exhale, lighting up your core, as you reach your left hand back across the horizon line, let your heart lift like maybe 3 to 4 inches and reach your right hand forward. Heading to our reaching crescent, super strong through your legs, especially your inner thighs. Look towards the front of the room and slowly spiral onto left tippy toes, reaching at the diagonal for one big breath in. On exhale, hands come down to the earth. Downward facing dog, right foot meets your left. In your down dog, take an inhale. When you're ready, knees wide, child's pose with your exhale. Finding one cycle of breath in your child's pose, taking a moment to let everything slow down. Meeting yourself in this moment right here, right now. Feeling the beat of your heart in your chest, and the connection between your body and the earth. Keeping our knees wide, hips heavy to heels, we're going to roll up so we're seated on our shin bones. We're just going to take a little baby camel before we transition to the back body. So swimming your right hand back behind you. Tuck your tailbone, anchor your shins into the earth, and as you root through your shin bones, big breath in to lift your hips. Think about twisting your heart to the right as you reach your left hand overhead. And a similar action and energy through the upper body as we had in our wild thing. Big breath in, and exhale, sink back down, hips to heels. Finding second side, left hand sends behind you. As you kick your shin bones into the earth, tuck your tailbone, and then inhale, lift into baby camel, twisting your heart to the left as your right hand reaches. Super strong through the legs, spacious and clear low back. Take a breath in. And then as you're ready, exhale to release. Now just shift your hips over to one side, bringing your legs out in front of you. And scooch to the top of your yoga mat. If you have a yoga block, we'll use that when we're laying down on the back body, so just move it to the back of your yoga mat. If you don't have a yoga block available, that's okay, you can do everything without. At the top of our mats, we're going to keep our knees bent and flex feet into the earth. Heel anchors to energize our core. Hands send down in front of us, and then flip your palms up to the sky. Take a big breath in. And exhale, slowly start to tuck and round back to the earth. At the bottom of your exhale, pause, take another breath in, adjust as much as you need to really turn on your strong center. And then exhale to begin that journey again. Slow and controlled, releasing to the earth, eventually to a full body stretch. From here, start to bring both your knees to your chest. Hands are going to catch the fronts of your knees into this variation of happy baby, Ananda Balasana. Let your knees fall wide and forward. And then keeping a hold of the right side, take an in-breath. And your exhale, release your left leg long. So we're in this like supine half frog. It's essentially our wind removing pose, but the right knee is nice and wide. Full inhale here. And exhale to pass your right knee over to your supine twist. Releasing right shoulder back towards the earth. And then again, just noticing how this feels different than the entrance, the variation we took at the beginning of our practice. From the supine position into our twist versus from that prone position into the twist. Take a slow breath in. And a slow breath out. And one more inhale here. As you exhale, rolling to the back of your body, finding your way back into that variation of happy baby, hands to the fronts of your knees, knees wide. And just trying to navigate into second side, keep a hold of your left knee. Start to release your right leg long so that it relaxes to the earth. If your left knee falls wide, take an inhale. When you're ready, exhale to flip into your supine twist. So you pass your left knee across you, just relaxing left shoulder to the earth. Maybe letting your gaze fall towards the left side of the room. Send one more breath down through your twist. And as you're ready to roll back to center, drawing both knees to your chest just for a moment to offer length to your low back. And then feet to the earth, soles of the feet together, knees wide, Supta Baddha Konasana. Letting gravity encourage the openness to your hips now. Feeling the weight of your thigh bones and knees heavy in the direction of the earth as you take 3 mindful breaths. And from your butterfly, Supta Baddha Konasana, invitation to stay exactly as you are, spending more time here. Otherwise, we're going to reach down to outer thighs, drawing the knees back to center. Maybe walk the feet about as wide as your yoga mat and take a little windshield wiper action from side to side, left to right. The last shape that we'll take before settling into Shavasana will be a supported bridge. This, of course, can be a traditional bridge, or you can keep your feet wide and just knock your knees together. Your fallen bridge is where you have your hips on the earth, feet wide, knees collapsed inward to support each other. So any bridge variation that you want. Otherwise, it'll be pressing with your feet to lift your hips and slide your yoga block underneath you. And if you're using the support of your block, just really letting your hips sink into that support. trying to release away any unnecessary effort or tension as you feel your hips sinking into the support. Finding a comfortable place for your arms. And kind of letting your body melt into whatever way it wants to be in whatever shape you're choosing. Of course, if you're in the active bridge, it'll be a little bit different than melting. You'll be nice and engaged through the body to create the openness to your front line. Whatever variation or version of bridge that you're in, finding 3 Ujjayi breaths. Inhaling with intention through your nose. And empty the exhale through your nose, slow, steady, and complete. Being really present with these last 2 cycles of breath, allowing the Ujjayi breath to be audible within your body, like an ocean wave traveling through you. Then you can decide to stay in your supported bridge, or your fallen bridge if you'd like. Otherwise, we're going to slowly and gradually begin to find our way into Shavasana, our final relaxation. So pressing into your feet to lift off the block and slide it out from underneath you if you've been working with it. If you wanted to take a full body stretch or any final movements, give yourself about 5 to 6 breaths to incorporate anything else that your body is craving for today. And then once you start to arrive into stillness, just noticing how it feels to be in this traditional Shavasana compared to the belly down version we took at the very beginning of our time together. Eyes might soften shut. And then let your breath begin to settle back into its just natural, organic rhythm. Releasing away all effort or control from in-breath and out-breath. Just becoming the witness to the breath as it breathes itself. Staying in this steady and relaxed state that you created within your body, within yourself. Take a nice and full inhale, feeling the expansiveness of your breath as it fills your body. And whenever you're ready, just open your mouth and sigh the exhale out, let it go. Once your breath returns to its natural flow, option to offer one or both hands to the space of your heart. Just pausing for a moment of the deepest appreciation for this practice, the strength, the space, the resilience of our bodies, for our breath that sustains us through each moment of each day, and for this opportunity to move and breathe together. Thank you for 60 minutes of mindful awareness and intentional movement. Right. Sealing that in, right, gratitude at the forefront of heart and mind. We'll take a deep breath together. And one more open mouth exhale to release. May yoga always offer us a path to compassion. May our individual practices always serve as our individual teachers. Thank you so much for being here. And namaste.